I'd like to say a few things about the choices of made for Eugene's name. Again, he was a product of the late 60s, early 70s, 70 actually, and his name is Eugene and middle name is Douglas with two S's. And Eugene is for Eugene Debs, a socialist candidate for president, and couldn't we use him right now? And middle name for Frederick Douglass, who was an orator as well as a strong abolitionist and one of the early fighters for women's rights as well. Eugene's early years were spent in experiences that complemented those names, and I think he went to his first demonstration when he was about 2.5, 3 years old. And that was because the play group that he was attending was going to be kicked out of the illegal garages where they were meeting. So he has a long, solid background in good politics. Okay, I'd like to say a few things about Eugene. Eugene is like a product of the late 60s. He was conceived at the very end of the 60s, born on May 28th. And kind of an interesting thing, you know, Eugene and Malcolm are twins. My understanding was that they were due like 3 weeks before, and I kept thinking, is anything, what's going on here? Anyway, Eugene was in the birth position, Malcolm was breech, and I guess Malcolm got a little tired of being in there, and Eugene probably figured, it's pretty good in here. I like a good thing. I like to be laid back and take it easy, have things coming right for me. But Malcolm probably said, move over. And he kicked him aside, and Malcolm was born first, breech, and then there came Eugene. And I think after that, Eugene made the decision that he wasn't going to stand idly by and wait. He was going to do whatever he wanted to do, when he wanted to do it. And I think that's generally been his sort of approach to life. And I think he's the kind of guy who likes to experiment, likes to try things, always has an incredibly beautiful smile, and always seems happy and cheerful and looking forward to the next adventure. And I think he's kind of fortunate. He's had a playmate, quote unquote, all his life, and that's Malcolm. And now he's fortunate again to have another playmate. And from what I've seen of the two of them, he and Belisa, they play very, very nicely together and complement each other and enjoy each other's company a great deal. I think it's kind of interesting about my parents. Were really stunned at having twins, and I think I'd like to say something about them in terms of they were always there for Eugene as support, encouragement, and love throughout their lives, and they meant, you know, Eugene meant a great deal to my parents. He's tried all kinds of different careers and is probably going to have several others in the future. And when he gets down, he finds a way to pick himself up. And I think he does a really, really fine job of doing that. Ross?